What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 59 of the Average AF podcast.
Hello.
I am Adam McElroy. I'm going to introduce myself again
Yeah.
for the second time in 59 episodes.
Get it.
And I am here with Mr. Ryan Baker.
What's up, everybody?
As always. Just a quick reminder, guys, please subscribe if you're listening on YouTube or really wherever you're listening or watching or whatever. According to our analytics, only like 47% of our listeners are actually subscribed. So
please hit that subscribe button.
Yeah, there's more than half of you guys who aren't subscribed. So definitely hit that button. Turn on the notifications so you get an update. We're actually dropping a video basically every day if you're part of the Patreon too.
Yeah.
Mondays we got the bonus episode on the Patreon. Tuesdays, we got the full episode out a day early for the Patreon members. Wednesday, the full episode to the public. Thursday, there's usually like a behind-the-scenes clip, a blooper clip, maybe just a clip from the episode or something. And then Friday, we release an old episode that was a bonus episode for the Patreon publicly on YouTube too. So, you know, we're releasing stuff 5 days a week out here.
Doing it big.
Craziness. So please
Working
subscribe. Definitely do that. And we're only, I think, 840 subscribers away
41.
from monetizing. Once we get 1,000, we can monetize, but that's a long way away.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely, guys, please subscribe. And then before we actually get into the episode, I wanted to shout out real quick Brandon Caballero, who has made both of our logos. He just keeps helping me out, basically. I'm like, hey, man, can I get a logo that looks like this, like a different version of it?
He's like, yeah, hold on real quick.
Right, and he just sends it right over. So we're probably going to have new merch on the merch store, even still. It is going to be this logo right here, but black versions, white versions, stuff like that, more basic stuff. But definitely check that out. And then just another reminder, the merch giveaway.
Yeah.
You want to tell them about it?
Patreon members, you'll have a chance to get a custom merch. We'll have, two winners?
2 winners, yeah.
2 winners, and that'll be next week.
Next Sunday.
Next Sunday?
Yeah, on the 13th.
13th.
Yeah.
Yep. Perfect. So being a Patreon member will give you a chance to win. Depending on your tier, we'll give you amount into that raffle. So, the higher tier, the more tickets. So,
and there's only 26 people actually in the raffle right now. So, depending on your tier and stuff, you got a pretty good chance of winning. But yeah, we're drawing 2 members. We're gonna go live probably on Instagram, I guess.
Yeah,
Sunday. Which I think is the 13th, between like 7 and 8, somewhere around there. And then we're going to do the drawing live for you guys too. So definitely check that out. But yeah, if you want to, get in the drawing, sign up for our Patreon. If you wanted to cancel after that, that's perfectly fine too. But yeah, we want to pick a couple people to get some free merch. So definitely check that out. And then the last thing, as far as updates and things like that I want to mention, I guess this really isn't an update, but you guys have all heard me talk about Tom Pullum.
Yep.
One of my best friends, been a really good friend at least for a decade.
Okay.
One of my best friends probably for the last 6-7 years, give or take. I don't know, but quite a while. He asked me if he could get one of our purple hoodies, the same one you have, but purple, without the wording on the back, which wasn't offered on the site in the purple color. But he's like, hey, can you do that for me? Like I said, he's been like one of my best friends for like a decade, man. So I'm like, yeah, man, no problem. So I hooked it up for him. What I did, because you have to title everything, and this link's a private link, so nobody else can get it. And it's not on like our store directly or something like that.
Right.
But I titled it Tom's Bitch Ass.
What?
That's what I titled it. The name of the hoodie is called Tom's Bitch Ass.
Okay.
So it was just funny. I sent it to him, and he saw it. He laughed, right? But then he ordered it, and he got his confirmation. And let me actually pull up what the confirmation said, because it had me dying. The subject of the email is help make Tom's bitch ass a success. So that's hilarious. And then the email opens with, "Hi, Thomas. Thanks again for supporting Tom's bitch ass."
Yes.
It's hilarious. I posted that on our Instagram, too, if you haven't seen it. But
that's awesome.
Yeah, it just had me dying laughing, man. It was so funny. He sent it to me. He's like, "Man, this order confirmation's on point."
Oh, right. That's the best one.
It's
That's
hilarious.
Saves forever.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
But yeah, just wanted to share that with you guys. I thought that was funny. But how's your week been, man? Anything new? Any updates? Anything you want to get into?
It's been busy, man.
Yeah.
Busy. Both kids are starting soccer. So my daughter plays for Liederkranz this year, and she's playing U13, so she's playing up. But she has practice twice a week, and then she's going to start having games on Sundays.
Gotcha.
Score to that so I can actually see him.
Right.
And then little man actually just started. So,
I saw the videos, man. He's actually got some skills, like way more than anybody else.
He's a beast.
He's like dribbling it, but keeping it close, you know? Dude,
yeah.
The footwork, I was like, damn.
He's learned from his sister and just messing around in the backyard.
That footwork's better than some adults I've seen.
Yeah.
So.
Dude, he's a beast. But yeah, this is his first year playing. Those videos I think were just a practice.
Right.
And Saturday they do practice/game.
Mm-hmm.
So like the first half they just practice and warm up and stuff, and then it's a game. And he had his first game, won, scored a goal.
Oh, really? Nice. Hell
Dude,
yeah.
Oh my God, it was great.
Was it the first one of the season?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yep. And so they play 4 on the field. They have 2 up front, 2 in the back. And he was one that was in the back.
Really?
And like dribbled this thing all the way up,
nice.
Through a couple people, just kept going, kicked it right in the goal.
Hell yeah.
And he was like, yes.
That's awesome.
So he was super pumped. I was super pumped.
Yeah.
They did great. He is a social butterfly.
Really?
Dude, this kid was talking to everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
I could see it.
Macking on some of the girls on his team.
I was going to say, when Harper came over, he was all about her.
All about it.
Yeah. We got to get them together again.
We do, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was macking on the girls.
Oh, yeah.
Like always.
Little playa.
Right. And Jazzy is doing excellent. She's doing a lot in school. She wants to be part of the FCCLA.
What's that?
See, I had no idea what that was either. It is. I had to write it down.
Right.
Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America. And
interesting.
On top of that, she wants to try to be VP.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually have a VP story real quick if you don't mind me chiming in.
Go ahead.
Me and my buddy Jerry, right? We were drummers for the drum line, and we needed a marching band president, right? And a VP. So Jerry won president, right? And I was like, I'm fucking being VP then.
I got to.
Yeah. And everybody in the band voted. We had like 120 people in the band and stuff. And it was kind of like a bracket system almost. It was like there was like 4 of us and then down to 2 of us. And then you know, and everybody voted again or whatever. I got beat out by 1 vote.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, it does suck. But I was almost VP with my best friend.
That's what's up.
That would have been cool.
That would have been slick.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. So, dude, I'm pumped. Super pumped for that. She's going to do excellent.
Yeah.
I like it. She's getting very, very involved with things at school, which is nice.
She definitely seems like a leader. Mm-hmm. Like I haven't interacted with her too much, but just her demeanor and like, obviously she's a little kid, but her demeanor and like how she just like presents herself and like, you know, all that, like you can tell she's going to be a boss lady. Like,
hell yeah. She ain't going to take shit from anybody.
Right.
At all. So watch out, any boys.
Right.
She'll whoop your ass. She will too.
I believe it, yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's pretty much what's been going on. It's just it's gonna start getting busy.
Yeah.
Like, I think her practices are on like Tuesdays and Thursdays, games on Sundays, and Caden's Wednesday and Saturday.
Damn.
Yeah, and for the next 3 weeks, I'm working 6 days a week, so I'll be working every Saturday.
Man. Yeah, I mean.
Poor Danielle, shit.
Right.
Like, dude, that's so much running.
Right. Yeah, I don't have to do all that much running, thankfully. But, like, I mean, you know, I got a 40-hour-a-week job, nothing crazy there. But then I got to do everything for the podcast, too, like all the editing and all that kind of stuff. And like I said, I got to get everything ready the night before because, like, the way the episodes come out, they come out at 6 a.m., so I'm not up at fucking 6 a.m.
Yeah.
But I have to have them ready and scheduled to be released at 6.
Oh, okay.
So I got to do everything the night before.
That makes sense.
And like I said, like after we record here, I got to do our bonus episode and get it ready for tomorrow for the patrons.
Mm-hmm.
And then tomorrow, I got to get the full episode ready for Tuesday. And then after that, it's not bad for Wednesday because I can just copy everything and put it for everybody Wednesday. Thursday, I got to create some type of bonus content as far as like a clip or behind the scenes or some type of edit. And then Thursday, I got to get ready for Friday's release of the old bonus episode.
Yep. That's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
A lot.
And then Saturday, I finally have a day off of nothing. Usually I'm like thinking all day of just random shit to add to the podcast or how to make it better. And then Sunday we record. So, the side hustle here takes a lot of fucking time.
Oh, I bet. I bet.
But then now we were talking before this, Harper's mom actually works the weekends now, and works 7 a.m. to 3:30. So on my 2 days off, I got to be up at 6 a.m. to have my daughter, which sucks.
No sleeping in time for you now.
Yeah. None. I will never, like, my working days is my sleeping in days now.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But it is what it is. I mean,
You're young.
I'm complaining, but I'm not complaining.
You're young.
It is what it is. But, yeah, I'm definitely super busy, too. I got to do all that and see my daughter every day still.
Yep.
Have her all day Saturday and all day Sunday. And then, like, I had her today until about 4:30, then I come home, get kind of this ready, and then you're here.
Yeah.
And then we go, and then, and then the loop continues. So
on to the next one.
Yeah. So
I feel it, man.
I do just kind of want to throw this out there, and I'm sure you're in the same boat. Anybody asking to hang out and stuff, like, don't take it personal.
When we say no.
Yeah.
Straight up.
We just got shit to do. Like, especially, like, you got practices to get to, you got work to go to, you got games to go to. For me, like, the podcast, like, we've never missed a deadline.
No.
For an episode. Like,
even when I was on vacation.
Right. When you were on vacation, we recorded two
bonus episodes, and then...
Yeah, and then we worked it out and stuff. But, yeah, like, I take it very seriously. Like, basically, and I was telling Steve this because I hung out with him yesterday, to go hang out with him because I get off work at 5, go see my daughter, usually leave there about 8:30, 9 o'clock, and then I'll either come home or maybe go to Steve's because he lives, like, 100 feet away, like, literally, like, right there. And basically, I told him, I said, every day that I come chill, I got to basically accept the fact that I'm going to be up all night because I get there at 9, probably don't leave till 11:30.
Yeah, and then you got to come home
and
and
then
do all that shit.
I still got to come home and get all this ready for the next day. And there's no time in between. Like, I can work on stuff a little bit while I'm working because I work from home. Mm-hmm. And if it's slow enough, I might come over here and try to put some stuff together, but it's not often.
Right.
So, yeah, we are grown-ass men, very fucking busy.
Very busy.
Yeah, so just kind of throwing that out there.
Yep.
But we'll go ahead and kind of get into the actual episode here. I had a couple things I wanted to run by you. The first one I just kind of thought of because I don't know if we've ever talked about it. It's obviously a big conversation, but I wanted to kind of get your viewpoint of, like, when you think everything is going to be back to normal.
Shit.
And let me preface this, too, by You know, if I think if it was just the coronavirus, we would be pretty close to normal right now.
Yeah.
But with the protests, with everything else happening,
Yeah.
rightfully so, it's just like it just puts another level of chaos on everything.
Dude, it's so crazy.
And I'm just kind of curious when or if you think we'll be back, like, you know, January, if you're thinking 2022, like.
Dude, it's definitely not gonna be January.
Okay.
In my eyes, again, these are my eyes,
and nobody knows. Nobody
Hell
knows.
no. But I mean, look how many places started school, and now they're going back to remote.
And then they got fucked.
Yeah, they're like, oh god, corona, like outbreaks.
Right.
And even before that, when like beaches and shit opened up.
Oh yeah.
Outbreaks.
Did you see the picture of I think it was a Georgia high school? There was two students. I guess they ended up getting like suspended or something for this, which is so fucking stupid. But they took a picture of their first day back to school, and the hallway, probably, you know, a standard high school hallway, is literally like body to body, like next to each other, just trying to squeeze through.
That's crazy.
And there's probably 100 kids in that hallway. And they're like, yeah, we're totally not going to get coronavirus.
Yeah.
Like,
psych.
What the fuck? And then that picture went
happen.
viral. And then, yeah, I think they got, like, suspended or something fucking stupid. But
probably for causing panic type shit.
But idiots.
Who knows?
Keep going.
That's crazy. But, I mean, with that, when you have the kids not going to school, soon following that could be businesses.
Right.
At some point. But even depending on the age group of the kids not going to school, you've got parents that now have to stay at home and help them with that.
Right.
Again, depending on the age. But
I didn't even think of that. You know, the parents for, like, kindergartners and, like, young kids, like, they have to stay home now because their kids are home.
It's like it sucks for me and Danielle because both of our jobs, we can't work at home.
Right.
I mean, Danielle could illegally. But,
right.
But you know what I mean? Like, we don't have a work at home. Like, I can't sit there and stock items from my living room over at work. But so, I mean, that's definitely going to suck to a lot of people. A lot of people could be falling into that boat where they're going to be not able to work because they've got to get their children's education. And, I mean, in my eyes, children's education comes first.
Right.
But then you're also in the dilemma where, shit, I got to make money.
You got to feed them and shit too. Like that's the problem, right?
And I seriously don't follow all the shit going on with the whole bill and second stimulus and all this shit going on. Like, I don't follow it. I don't, because there's so much going on, and you hear one thing from one place and then another from somewhere else, and I'm just like, you know what? Screw it. If I get money, I get money. Whatever.
Right.
Like, I just want to know what's going on once it's passed.
And we're blessed enough to have our jobs.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
God.
Like, there are still people out there that aren't working right now.
It's crazy.
And that's been since, what, March? And
or that are working, but it's, like, not even the same. Like, some, like, fast food restaurants that don't have the lobbies and stuff open. Like, it's crazy.
Right.
But, yeah, dude, I've been working through this whole shit.
Right. Same here. Yeah, we got an email from work from my manager, I think Monday or Tuesday, and she said, hey, you know, we're just curious. It's voluntary, but we're thinking about reopening the office at the end of September, and we're just trying to see who would be willing to go. And everybody I talked to said, no, fuck that. And, like, including me, but I live an hour away.
Yeah.
So I've gotten used to waking up at 7:55
and being clocked in at 8.
Yeah, clocked in at 8, you know. Because without that, I'd have to leave here at like 6:30 and, you know, get to Columbus right around 7:30. Got to factor in probably a gas station run in there somewhere, some traffic if there's a wreck or something.
Know.
Yeah, so.
Never know.
But yeah, I was like, no, I'm trying to stay here as long as I can, man. And I love everybody I work with, and I want to see them super bad, but we have a group chat to the people that I, like, really like, and everybody in there is like, no, fuck that. We're not going back. So I'm like, all right, I'm staying home.
And that's the thing. A lot of people that have that stay-at-home option are probably going to want to be at home. Like, screw it. I couldn't do it.
It took a while to get used to. It took a long time to get used to because, you know me, I got to kind of be doing something at all times. and sitting in that fucking corner is not fun for 40 hours a week. But like I said, if it's slow enough, I'll come do something for the podcast or like, you know, watch a podcast or like, you know, do whatever. Speaking of like working from home and stuff, I saw something on Facebook that blew me away. And somebody's daughter or son, I don't know, they're 17. I just know that because that was in the status. They said, you know what sucks? There's never going to be a snow day again. And they were like, the parent was like, what are you talking about? And they're like, we've been Zooming school for the last like month. If there's a snow day, they're just going to resort to that.
Oh, God.
I was like, oh, no.
Damn.
Like, snow days are probably gone.
Yeah.
That sucks.
We ain't got to miss school.
That shit from sucks.
Yeah, because my daughter's got a Chromebook this year.
Right.
She's got a Chromebook.
Right.
So, I mean.
Oh, man.
If you missing a day, guess what?
Right. As far as like what I think when things are going back to normal, I don't fucking know, man. For me, what I think when I'm thinking of back to normal, I'm thinking concerts.
Yeah, I mean,
when can we go to a concert and like bump into people and stuff? Like, how far away is that?
Oh, far.
Right? Far.
It sucks.
Like, I'm honestly thinking, and I hate to say this, like, next summer if we're lucky.
Yeah, but I will not resort to saying this is the new normal bullshit.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that.
Ah, fuck that.
I don't think it's the new normal, but I do think it's honestly gonna change shit.
Oh, hell yeah.
I think like the world around us is gonna be different.
Oh, it's definitely gonna be different. I mean, and it's not only that's going on. Look at all this pedophile shit, children abductor shit. Like, dude, there is so much going. Like, fuck 2020.
Right, dude. 2020 is wild.
Yeah, like it is
wild.
The worst,
dude. Wild. I don't think I'm gonna be able to pull it up in time, but I'm gonna try to find a picture of everything that's happened in 2020 because it's like a grid of
craziness.
Yeah.
I mean, and then on top of that, you've got all the protests.
Right. Which are good.
Yeah, it's definitely good, but that adds on to one thing where it's, you know, you've got the corona going up because you've got all these large gatherings, and then you've got the violence going on and all that shit. Like, it's, oh, dude. Man,
I can't find this meme, but, like, everything, man, everything's been fucking crazy. No, I don't think this is quite it. But there's like, I know like what the Pentagon confirmed UFOs too.
Yeah.
They confirmed that there's like unidentified, they don't use flying objects. I forget what they use, but it's like unidentified
aircraft,
aerospace. Like UIA or I don't know what it is. But yeah, they confirmed that shit too. Mm-hmm. They're like, we don't know what the fuck this is.
And it's not like, I mean, a lot of this stuff's been some of this stuff's been known or been happening before, but like it's been like spotlighted.
Right. Well, like
in 2020.
That's the thing. Like these videos that I'm talking about the Pentagon, those videos have been out for at least probably 5 years that I know of. But for the government to acknowledge it is insane. Mm-hmm. All right, guys, and a little break in the action here to shout out our first small business sponsor and our Patreon producers.
Absolutely.
We'll go ahead and start with the producers first. See if I can remember them off the top of my head. We got Sarah, who's a new Patreon producer, so thank you, Sarah.
Thank you.
Tom, Taylor, Steve, Nate, and the Teach a Dummy podcast.
Yeah, look at you doing big things.
But yeah, shout out to them. Again, I'm gonna shout out Teach a Dummy even more because their podcast is awesome, guys. Yep. If you like our podcast, definitely check theirs out. It's exactly what the title is. Teach a Dummy. They talk about movies all the time. They talk about just failures that they've had in the sense of what they've learned and things like that. It's super awesome. Yeah, super awesome. So shout out to them. Shout out to all of our Patreon producers.
Thank you all for your support. We appreciate it.
Yes, and if you want to be a Patreon producer, it's a good time because you could be entered into the raffle.
Absolutely.
For the merch giveaway. By the time you're seeing this, there's only about 3 or 4 days left before we do the drawing.
Yep.
So keep that in mind. But yeah, shout out to them. And then wanted to give a big shout out, as always, to Brubaker Photography.
Brubaker.
Brubaker.
That's right. Photography.
Yep. On Facebook, definitely find them. The URL, I think, is facebook.com/BrubakerPhotography1.
Mm-hmm.
They're super cool, man. They have awesome pictures. They let us know that they're bringing back phone versus camera.
That's right. So
which is,
keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, it's super fun, and I'm always wrong.
Always wrong.
So if I ever make a prediction on here, bet the opposite.
Yep, do the opposite.
But yeah, and then they're bringing photochromatic pictures.
Spell that one.
Yeah. Which I'm gonna read because I was like, that's cool, man. I don't know what that means. Yeah. So he let me know because I'm an idiot. But he said, it's where you let in certain color spectrums through the lens that filters some colors, giving an inverted, muted look. It sounds weird just verbally saying that. Yeah. But the picture
looked dope.
Yeah, the picture that he sent, you can definitely tell what he means. Mm-hmm. But definitely check them out. As always, like their page, follow them, share them, all that kind of stuff.
Invite your friends from their community. Yep.
Hit the community tab, hit invite all, just to show some love. But yeah, show them some love because they show us some love.
Right.
But yeah, shout out to Brubaker Photography and our Patreon producers.
Absolutely.
And back to the action. Yeah, man. And when do you think we'd be able to actually go to a shoulder-to-shoulder concert again?
Probably, like you said, next summer.
Next summer?
That's probably what I'm guessing.
I'm guessing that's the earliest.
Yeah, and I mean I'm glad that some of the schools and stuff are in place, because it was great to see my son, being a parent. I can speak on this, but seeing my son interact with other people. Mm-hmm. Dude, quarantine has killed him.
Yeah,
both my kids.
Right. Harper's not that bad because she's 2.
Yeah,
and she goes to daycare still, so she gets her social interactions and stuff like that. But yeah, I couldn't imagine, man, imagine being an 8-year, how old's Jazz? 11? Yeah. Yep. Imagine being her right now. How's she feeling through all this?
I mean, she doesn't mind. She's at that point getting damn near to her preteens of, she just wants to be by herself and play on her phone and be on YouTube and watch movies and shit. So it's not really impacting her as much. Caden, on the other hand, dude, oh my God, bad, because he's 5.
Right.
So
he doesn't fully comprehend what's going on. And we stopped going places. So, he wasn't going to the store with us. He wasn't going grocery shopping. He wasn't doing anything. He was always staying at home with Sissy or staying at home with one of us. And then when we kind of eased into going places, he would throw fits. We would go somewhere for 15 minutes. I want to go home. Really? Because he's not used to it?
Yeah, he got so accustomed to
Was it
an
anxiety thing, or?
I don't know. I think it was just that he was just so comfortable being at home now.
Right.
That it was just, I want to go home.
Right.
And so it started eating the shit out of him.
Right.
Bad.
I could see it.
But now he loves going to soccer. He had a blast at open house. He's pumped to go to preschool again. Yeah. So I mean, it's good.
Oh yeah.
So I'm super thankful that shit's going into play. And that we were able to get him into preschool and Jazzy's in school. I mean, it's different with the masks and stuff for her. I definitely understand that. But at least she's able to socialize with her friends and things of that nature. I mean, I guess it's baby steps. Concerts will come, but this is definitely baby steps.
Right. Yeah, as far as I'm just thinking 100% back, a good judge would be a concert. Yeah. But I mean, I think we got a year of it, man. I think we got another year.
At least. 2021 is still going to be shit.
Hopefully it'll be better at the end, though.
Like, and I'm not being pessimistic or, any of that shit. Like, I'm just being real. Like, 2020 is still going to suck.
I was going to say, I'm a realist. So, it might come across as me being negative or whatever, but I'm just being honest. This is how I feel.
Bro, Danielle pulled this shit up the other day. I was heated for a second. Talking about when they come out with a vaccine for this, that if you refuse to take it, that you can get jail time or a fine.
There's no way.
I said, F that, bro. No. Like, I can't even get the flu shot.
Yeah.
Like, when I got really sick, that Miller-Fisher disease and Guillain-Barré, there's a 5% chance that I can trigger that shit again if I get a flu shot. So I can't get it.
Right.
And, dude, I haven't had the flu since.
Right.
I ain't getting no freaking COVID-19 vaccine shot. Right. Hell no. Like, and sorry.
I'm all for vaccines, but at the same time, I don't think you should be forced into a vaccine.
Yeah, no, absolutely
Especially if you got, like, a history of something or something's going on.
Yeah, I mean, to each his own. Like, people that get vaccines, do your thing. Like, my kids get vaccines.
Right.
So I'm not saying I'm not against or not for it. But me personally, like, just due to the fact that if a flu shot can do that, what other types of...
Right.
Like, that's a basic-ass shot that you get for a vaccine.
Dude, 2020 can go down the shitter.
Right.
Plus just random shit that's been going on, like, in our personal lives or whatever, I mean, and that's just for everybody across the board.
Earthquakes, bombings.
Right. Oh, dude, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah. Even all that crazy shit.
Well, let's kind of transition to a little bit of a happier topic.
Yeah.
Not necessarily happy, but like kind of neutral, and I wanted to ask you this because we've been good friends for 4 years.
Yeah.
5 years. I don't know, something like that. Probably 5 now. 4.
Yeah, because I've lived at my house now for at least 3.
Okay. So, yeah, probably 3.5 then, 4, something like that. But, and, like, obviously I know your hobbies and, like, well, kind of. But, yeah, like, I don't think I've ever asked you this. Like, what are some things that you're actually passionate about?
Some things I'm actually passionate about?
Because I know you're not, like, a sports guy. I know, like, some people are passionate into, like, art. Or, like, riding bikes or hikes or whatever. Like, what are some things you're actually passionate about?
I mean, as of right now, it's kind of whatever my kids are into. Just making sure that they're happy. Yeah. So, I mean, it's great because soccer was definitely one of the things I was passionate about.
Yep.
It was weird. I loved playing it. I could personally go and watch it, but I could never really watch it on TV.
Yeah.
I think it's just that I've never really been able to watch sports via TV.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a huge baseball fan, but, dude, I'd go to a baseball game any day.
Right.
Football, I don't really watch it, but I went to the Michigan-Ohio State football game. Loved it.
Right.
Ohio State fans were dicks. Straight up. I mean, no matter what.
Were you in Columbus?
Hell yeah, did it. It was crazy.
I mean.
Right. Teach zone.
That jersey's a fighting word right there.
Yeah, whatever. It is what it is.
But, well, let's go aside from kids and stuff, because I feel like that's, I don't want to say it's an obvious answer, but, like, kind of. But I want to know what Ryan is passionate about. Because it's not like cars.
No. I mean, it's outdoors.
Okay.
The biggest thing. Essentially, I guess you could kind of say, like, landscaping.
Okay.
I like my house to look really nice around. Okay. So, like, either whether it's trimming the bushes. I just pulled weeds for, like, 3 hours yesterday.
Yeah.
It got crazy. It was disgusting. Like, shit ton of huge weeds right by the swing set.
Yeah.
It was a fortress.
Really?
Yeah, like, it was horrible.
Damn.
So I pulled all that. It was a entire garage. It was a entire garbage can full.
Right. Damn, that's a lot.
A lot. And then I pretty much have another full one from around in the backyard. Jeez. But just doing different things like that. Like I said, when I got a Father's Day gift, what I asked for was a weed whacker.
Yeah. That's real adult shit.
Hell yeah. And then, you know, when I got that, I went out and bought a gas tank and oh my gosh, what is it? Like a square thing for the yard.
Square thing.
So you can cut out where oh my God, what is it called? I can't even think of what the hell it's called. Like for trimming, essentially. It'll come to me. I'm going to come back to that. It's almost like a hoe, but it's not. It's straight. God, I can't think of what it's called. But it's a freaking gardening tool.
Okay.
But I went out and bought that. But just so I could, like, edge around and make straight lines.
Right.
Where the mulch hits the grass. But, yeah, dude, I mean, it's just, that's essentially, like, my calm. Okay. So I don't know if it's a hobby or just something, I guess you could say it's something I'm passionate about.
Well, I know one thing, which I'm surprised you haven't mentioned. And this is me from an outsider perspective, I would think you're passionate about it, but I don't know, is your fish.
I do love my fish. I do.
You come in here talking like fucking nomenclature and shit like that, how you like that vocabulary, but
I do like that. That was good.
But yeah, like talking about like these breeds and shit, and I'm like, I don't know what you said, man. Are you talking about the orange one or the blue one?
Right, which one? The big, little, medium? Yeah, fish. I mean, it's definitely interesting. Super cool. Like I didn't know the pleco was a catfish.
I could see that.
Yeah, I see it. Like I see it now. It's crazy
with the whiskers and stuff. Yeah, I could see that.
But at first, I was like, damn, I didn't really think of that.
Yeah.
So stuff like that. So, yeah, I definitely like my fish. And as you can tell, my son's got a fish tank too.
Yeah.
So
that went well.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That shit was crazy.
So if you had a day completely to yourself, no obligations, money isn't an issue, we'll say. Like, would your first thing that you do is go outside and fix the yard? Or would you, money's no option, time's no...
Oh, hell no. I'd go out and do something.
Like what, though?
Probably an aquarium.
Fish. Yeah, okay.
But I remember one time we went to Myrtle Beach, and we were right there at, was it Boardwalk on the beach? Broadway on the beach? Some shit like that? I don't know. It's like a pier. Dude, first off, we got drunk as hell, because it was like bar after bar after bar.
Right.
But then by there was a Ripley's, believe it or not, and then like an aquarium too.
Oh, they had that same setup in Nashville. Yeah.
So the thing I love the most about those are the walk-through tunnels.
Yeah.
Where you can see like all the sharks and shit.
Right.
Cool. But another thing that I really enjoy doing was swimming with the dolphins.
I don't know if you ever told me that. When did you do that?
What?
Yeah, I don't think you...
When I was in the Bahamas.
When was that?
Shit. God, when was that? I think I might have still been in school. So it might have been like, no, I couldn't have been in school still. It was probably like 2010 maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, way maybe about 10 years ago.
Way before our time.
Yeah.
How was that? I
super dope.
I would definitely go swimming with some dolphins. I don't know. I don't think I'd ever go swimming with like sharks, even with like the cage and stuff. I'm not about that.
There's too many crazy ass movies.
I'm not a big fan of like I'll go to the beach, I'll go out in the water, and like I'm not really worried about it and stuff. I'm not like one of those people. But at the same time, like if we get too far out there, I'm not jumping in there.
No.
Like no way.
I'm staying right here. But no, dude, it was pretty dope. It was like a group of people. So it was me and my parents and then just other random people that signed up for it. But we were all out, and there was 2 dolphins and then 2 trainers.
Right.
So we were in the water. We all had, like, life jackets on and stuff like that. And then the dolphins would, like, stand up and do stuff that they would have them do and, like, go around and do tricks and give you high fives and dance around and splash water. But the coolest part was at the end. So they would have you go out into the water, and then you would lay on your stomach in the water like this, like kind of with your arms out and your legs out a little bit too. and make sure your legs were spread so the balls of your feet were like up a little bit. And both the dolphins would come and take their nose and start pushing you.
Oh, maybe
so
you
you're
did.
Going like this.
Maybe you did tell me that. Now that you put that visual in my head, I think you did tell me about it.
Bro, it was the sweetest thing ever.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the sweetest thing ever. And then we also went snorkeling. Okay. Which was cool.
I'm down for some snorkeling. But
yeah, it was dope. I mean, dude, they had stingrays and stuff that were still in the ocean, but the water was beautiful in the Bahamas. Right. And then we were searching for those conch shells, which are super dope. And I actually tried some of that at the hotel.
Tried some of what?
Conch shell. The conch shells. There's actually like a thing in there.
Like an animal?
Yeah, that you can eat.
Isn't it just like a snail or something?
Oh, I don't know. I like to try new shit.
Yeah. What's the weirdest thing you've ever eaten?
That's a good one. Alligator?
Alligator, okay. I think I've had, well, I know I've had octopus.
Yeah.
Cooked octopus, though, not like no raw shit like Japan.
No, I haven't had that. No. I don't know if I haven't had octopus. I've had, was it calamari?
Calamari's good.
Squid? Isn't that squid?
Calamari's like octopus eggs, I think. Or squid eggs.
It's squid.
The little balls.
Hell no, that's caviar. That's fish
Oh,
eggs.
yeah.
Oh, screw that.
What's calamari then?
Oh, calamari is squid.
Okay.
It's like the fried squid.
I get it mixed up then. Maybe that's what I had then.
Caviar. Oh, I wouldn't try that shit.
Oh, it's not. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Nope.
I was really young.
I don't. A little bunch of fish swimming up in your. Oh hell.
Dude,
no.
the balls are like fucking like microscopic. Like, have you ever what Dippin' Dots are?
Yeah.
They're kind of like that size.
Those aren't microscopic. You can see them.
Not if you're not if I have my glasses off, but just looks like a pile of turds.
Nope, not happening. I won't do that or sushi.
Really?
Yeah, I don't.
Well, in all fairness, there's a lot of different kinds of sushi too.
Yeah, there's a shit ton of different sushis.
Yeah, you can get sushi without the raw fish part.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm not a big seafood person either. Well, okay, I'm not a big fish person.
I love seafood.
Like, I can smash the shit out of some crab.
Yeah,
crab's my daughter gets that from me too, I think. Yep.
Crab's delicious. Lobster's delicious.
Yeah, I haven't had lobster before.
Really?
Yeah.
We might maybe we'll take our Patreon funds and go out to a nice romantic dinner.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, film it. Maybe put it on the Patreon.
Oh yeah, bonus.
Patreon.com/AverAgeAF podcast. But yeah, like,
shit,
dude, I love seafood, but it's so expensive.
Oh yeah,
that's the problem,
dude. When I ask my daughter, okay, where do you want to go eat? If you don't immediately say where do you want to eat, excluding Red Lobster, that's exactly what she's gonna say.
Yeah,
she hit me with it the other day.
Yeah,
I said, all right, let's go out to eat. Where do you want to go? Shit. I was like, I paused.
Yeah,
and immediately, all you hear in the back seat, Red Lobster. I say, yep, there we go. Going to Red Lobster.
I've heard they've lowered their prices though.
Oh my God, she gets the freaking pound of crab leg though.
Oh well, don't let her do that.
Well, she eats the whole thing.
So
she loves it.
Oh my God,
she deserves it.
I'll give you that.
She deserves it. That's my little girl. She deserves every little bit of it.
I'm sorry, I'm on my phone right now, but I'm trying to find this other post that was fucking cool.
Oh, yeah?
That I'm probably not going to be able to find.
You're probably not. You're going to be
oh, my God. I fucking found it right away.
Oh.
Fuck yeah. Just to kind of close out that conversation, my passions are comedy and hip-hop. I don't really want to.
I knew it was music.
I don't really want to get into those because I've talked about those on the podcast extensively.
Yeah.
But yeah, comedy is number one, and I've recently been able to determine that it's number one over hip hop.
Okay.
But yeah, comedy's definitely first. But I want to. This is kind of a long, not a long read, but this is something that I saw today that I thought was super fucking cool. And I want to get your opinion on it too. What year were you born? Like
88.
88, okay. So this is something with people that were born between 85 and 95.
Okay.
I was born in 91. So it says people born between 85 and 95 are the most unique generation of all time.
Let me stop you right there. You damn right.
Right. I agree.
All right, go ahead.
It says they're in between two generations, the one before the internet and technology took over and the generation after. The generation before us was old school and believed in working hard. The generation after us believes in working smart. And then the generation before us can be scammed with simple emails asking for money and offering love. The generation after us knows it's better to have 4 emails, one for serious stuff, one for social media, one for financial transactions, and one for experiments for things you don't trust. We are the generation that knows traditions and question it, picking from it what makes sense to us. The generation before us knew no questions. The generation after us knows no tradition. We are the gap between the industrial age and the internet age. We understand both sides from experience. We should be running the world. The old guys don't understand what's going on anymore, and the new guys don't fully understand where what's going on came from.
Damn. That's deep.
I love that.
Yeah, like that's some deep shit right there.
I love that. And ever since, you know, I became kind of aware of, like, social pressures and, like, all this kind of stuff. I'm talking 20, 21 years old. Once you start to become, like, a fully functioning adult, like, not partying all the time as much anymore,
right.
And, like, trying to see more of the world and maybe, you know, letting in a little more information and stuff.
Yeah, stepping into that adult world.
I've always thought that our generation is the most important and best generation. And, like, every generation thinks they're the best generation, but we actually have an argument. Because, like, for me, I grew up playing outside. Like, I was
all the time.
I was born in 91. I had dial-up internet until I moved out when I was 18. You know, I played outside. We were in the country. You know, I had to ask my friends to make me mixed CDs.
Oh, my God, I remember. You know? I made some.
Right.
Dude, LimeWire?
Yep. LimeWire broke my computer multiple times.
Oh, hell yeah.
And
always got re-downloaded, though.
Oh, yeah. And then, so there was LimeWire, and then there was FrostWire.
Yep.
But, yeah, like, you know, and we're the generation that still understands working hard, you know, putting value into things, time equaling money and kind of things like that. And the new generation, like that said, they don't understand tradition and they don't understand how we got to this place.
Yeah, dude, I remember, like, going to the movie theaters and stuff and, like, hanging out for a few hours afterwards.
Yep.
Like,
in the parking lot and shit, the Dollar Theater out there. Yep.
Yeah. Was that the one? No. Was that
behind
the one by
Kohl's?
the mall?
Behind Kohl's.
Behind Kohl's?
Oh, yeah, the one by the mall was even before that.
Yeah, by the mall, but they had the arcade in there.
Yep.
Dude, the Simpsons game and shit like that. Like, dude, I used to have a blast there.
Right.
It's not like that anymore.
Dude, me and Jerry used to go to multiple dollar movies a day. Not every day, but, like, we had a Tuesday date night.
Okay.
Me and him, and we'd go to Long John Silver's, and we'd go see a dollar movie or a couple dollar movies.
Right.
And that was our entertainment. And that was all we needed.
Yeah.
I remember when the iPhone came out, and I made fun of it so hard.
They're still shit.
No, they're not. But I'm like any smartphone. I was like, this is dumb. There's no physical buttons. Nobody's going to want this. It's going to fail. Like,
shit.
But yeah, I just.
It didn't.
Right. They have a lot of my money. But I'm just a firm believer that this generation is the generation that can potentially change things. And I'm excited to see where, like, what our age group does in 20 years.
Yeah.
When we're all between 40 and 50 and 60 maybe in that area.
It'll be crazy to see.
And we're actually the ones running businesses. We're running governments. We're running, you know, we're the mayors, the governors, like, and we can actually make changes and see things from both sides.
Yeah.
And I think that's super important.
I agree for sure. 100%.
It's just wild, like, how different perspective is on both sides.
Yeah.
Like, we're right in the middle, and, like, I get where you're coming from, but you're dumb. I get where you're coming from, but you're dumb.
Yeah.
And it was something I thought about a couple days ago, which can tie into this, but it all comes down to perspective. Like, everything is perspective. The generation before us didn't have perspective because there wasn't any perspective to be had.
No, they just did what they knew was best.
Your day-to-day is your day-to-day, and that's it, end of story. And the generation after us focuses everything on the perspective. Like, how is this going to look? How's this going to look? But then it's...
what happens if I do this?
Right, but then it's not authentic because they're just going for that look or that reaction or whatever. And again, we're right in the middle seeing both sides of it.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to kind of get your opinion on that.
I like that.
How do you feel being, what are you, 31, 32, 31?
Don't be adding years to me.
Hey, man.
Shit.
I'm about to be 29 here in like 2 months, 3 months.
Yeah.
Wild shit.
But I agree. And I mean, it's nice having both sides of the generation because I'm the same way. Like, I've had a job since I was 16. I worked a lot of restaurants. Like, I always told myself I never want to go to fast food.
Right.
But I did work restaurants, and then I kind of moved into the whole StarTech thing for like 10 freaking years.
Right. Was it 10 years?
Damn near.
I thought it was like 8 or something. Damn.
Yeah.
Still.
A long time.
I was there for right under 4, and that was plenty for me.
So it's nice because to have that hard work and everything, because everywhere that I go, I always want to move up and be a better person and things like that. But that's how I've always been taught. But being up in management and things like that, and then seeing some of these...
the older generation?
The younger generation, and seeing their work ethic is frustrating.
Yeah.
I feel like the people are probably... I don't want anybody to take this the wrong way whatsoever. This is very hard to put into words.
Let's go. This is what we're here for.
But I feel like, depending on the workplace as well, I kind of see it in mine. But with the older generation that's been there a while, they kind of get the entitlement, is how they feel.
Sure.
And then you've got the people, like the newer generation, that are literally just there for a job.
And they're also entitled.
Yeah, but they have, like, no work ethics.
Right.
They have no respect.
Right. That's a big thing.
Dude, and it frustrates the hell out of me.
Well, I think the reason, and I don't know, but I think the underlying reason of them having no respect, and these are obviously all generalizations, but like, is the fact that you can make money without having an actual 9-to-5 job now.
Yeah.
You know, our Patreon. People get fucking a ton of money from YouTube or just
very true.
Anything like digital, like online. You can sell artwork now way easier. You can make crafts at home.
Yep.
And things like that.
Music industry and things like that.
Music industry is huge. You can upload your own music now. You don't need a label or anything. And I think that has kind of made them ungrateful in the sense of like, okay, now I'm working at McDonald's, but I don't need this job.
Yeah.
Whether they have something in the background or not, like, they're just like, it's not important and things like that, to where the generation before us was super thankful for any job that they could get. And I think our generation as well.
Yeah. I mean, I look at it that I got shit to pay.
Right.
Like a lot.
I like to live comfortably, man. I like to live comfortably. I don't like to pinch pennies and stuff like that, but at the same time, to be able to live that lifestyle, you got to put in the work.
Yeah, and that's one of the biggest reasons why I left StarTech.
Right.
Like, the biggest reason. Like, I mean, I just got into recruiting there, so it's not like I didn't like my job, but it was just pay. Like, I needed to do something better and get better because I'm doing better in my life everywhere else.
Right.
I need to continue to go down that path in everything that I do.
Well, that was the thing for me with StarTech, like, because I became a trainer, and that was kind of like the realm I wanted to be in. The only places above that there are senior trainer, same fucking thing.
Right.
And like the training department manager, which I
Right.
definitely don't want to be that. So like for me, I got to a point in my career there where like I was at the end.
Yeah.
Like there's nowhere else
Dead
for
end.
me to go like that I would want. But by getting that experience and things like that, and like I even told them, I said, this isn't going to be super long term. I'm going to be here for a little while, but I'm here for this experience.
Yeah.
And found out, you know, I was having a daughter and things like that. And I'm like, okay, well, now we got to fucking kick it into high gear. And that's when I got promoted to be a trainer. And then like you said, like I got shit to pay for now,
Yeah.
like, especially with a kid coming, you know what I mean? So I ended up quitting there. And then, the week after that, like 3 days after that, I started a job that paid me, I think $7 more an hour right off the bat. Than what I was making at StarTech after 4 years and multiple promotions.
Yeah.
And I started at this new job making like, I think it was like $6.50 or $7 more an hour.
Dude, mine was like $4
It's insane.
$4
$4 is a ton.
for being there almost 9 years. It's crazy. But yeah, I mean, like, dude, to your point, StarTech gave me a shit ton of skills.
Mm-hmm.
Shit ton of skills.
I will always be thankful to them. I do my best to not shit on StarTech.
Yeah.
It's easy and a lot of people do it and things like that, but they helped me out a lot. I had bad days there, but I could say StarTech definitely treated me very well. But like I said, I mean, I got promoted multiple times, you know, and they worked with me and things like that. But at the same time, like, the reason I got promoted is because I put in the work.
So yeah, I did this shit. I didn't just walk in there and be like, promote me.
Right.
Nah,
Just
no.
because.
Like, I learned it. There's been times where I even got pulled into positions where I didn't even apply for.
Right.
Like recruiting. I sat myself down as a supervisor, became an agent, and within 2 to 3 weeks,
right,
they came and asked me if I wanted to go into recruiting. Like, how the hell and who the hell does that happen to?
Right.
You sit yourself down for management, and 3 weeks later, you get asked to be a recruiter?
Right.
What the hell?
Right. That doesn't seem right, but knowing you, knowing your personality, knowing the energy that you brought to that place, it was a perfect fit for sure.
Oh, hell yeah.
But I think another big part of the difference here, and this will be kind of the last thing I mention in the sense of the difference of generations. I can't really speak to the generation before us in this aspect. I feel like the generation before us just kind of took an order and was like, cool, I'll do it. Like, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, did it, you know, whatever. The generation after us takes the minimal information that they think they need, and then they go do their thing.
Yeah.
Me personally, and I think a lot of people in our generation, I know you as well, when they tell me something, when like they give me an answer, they're like, oh, well, you have to do this and this and this. I ask follow-up questions. I say, okay, I get that, but like, what if this happens? Okay. But what if I do this?
It's all the what ifs.
Why would we do that instead of this? Oh, okay, that makes sense. And yeah, so I dive in a couple questions deeper than most people. And that, I don't know if that just comes back to like the training background or what, but that just gives me more of a full understanding to the job in and of itself.
Yeah.
So like, I call account managers that I work with for our customers very frequently, and I'm already telling them, like, hey, the margin on this order is only 4%, but if we take the shipping out and, like, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, you don't have to do that. And I'm like, I know, but I like to do it. And I got
and
that.
And it gets you the full understanding of it.
Right. And I got that information because I'd say, like, hey, Mike, you know, I see this, but what does this mean? And he's like, well, that actually means this, but you don't really have to worry about it, which I wouldn't because it's not really my scope.
Right.
But at the same time, it's something to look out for. And yeah, just a better overall knowledge. And I know you're the same way with that.
Dude, I love to learn about companies.
I just like all the details.
Yeah.
As much as possible.
Have them. I have to have them. I'm not the yes man either.
Right.
I will challenge the shit out of you.
Right.
If I don't like it, I'm not going to be like, no, dude, screw you.
Right.
It's going to be like, no, I mean, why would we do this when we can do this? Like, I'm giving out the options and providing the what ifs as well. But I've gotten congratulated multiple times
Same.
at my current place because they're like, wow, it's thanks for challenging. Absolutely.
Dude, I had one of our agents call me this week. She's been working for this company for 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
And August 5th was my 1 year at this company. She's like, hey, how do I do this? And I'm like, oh, well, you got to do this and this and this. She's like, oh, I can never remember that. Like, I don't know how you remember all this. I'm like, I'm
just good at it.
Right. No, but even with the current job, like, I've also trained a lot of people, which a lot of us are getting roped into training now because of the corona shit. But even before that, they were pulling me to actually train people and train new people because of my background.
Okay.
And then now I got elected to do onboarding, which is new accounts and things like that to set them all up. And I didn't really ask for that. They said, hey, would you be willing to do it? And me being me, I'm like, fuck yeah, because that's more information that I get to learn. Mm-hmm. I regret it now because it's hella annoying. But
I bet.
But it's still cool to be able to know all this, because this job, the onboarding, was somebody else's job, and that was their only thing that they did. So now I'm like doing 2.5 jobs basically.
Damn.
But I like it. I enjoy it.
It keeps you busy too.
Yeah. And it just keeps my mind wandering, and that's one thing I've noticed with my jobs is if I can't move up or I get very knowledgeable in the position to where there's not much more to learn
that you can learn.
Yep. I get very bored and I start to drift off.
Yeah.
And then I look for a new job.
That's understandable though.
But I always want to better myself and things like that. And if I hit a roadblock, I'm like, I need to find something new.
Yep. I feel it.
Well, yeah, that was cool. That was episode 59.
59.
Any last comments or anything before we end here? We kind of covered a lot.
We did. It was a great episode.
Definitely. But yeah, guys, please look out for the merch giveaway. The links are all below.
And while you're checking those links out, hit that subscribe button.
Especially if you just made it a whole fucking hour into the episode. Please subscribe.
Subscribe, like, notify.
Yes. But other than that, guys, have a good night.
Until next week. Peace.
Yeah. Yeah.